Something new, something old, I play a game. Random bits, comment, positivity, dev update, I chat to Koala. Hello and welcome to the new IMR Dreamcast Homebrew show. And also, welcome to, look at him here. He's on my shoulder. Isn't he cute? Yeah, that's me wombat. My mum sent me a wombat. So, we're going to look at something old, something new. And we're going to look at dev update. And we're going to look at, oh well, we'll get into it. So, sorry for the long break. But I wasn't well. Sometimes I'm not. And this is going to be the new format for IMR technology. And so, welcome to the new Homebrew show. And let's not dilly-dally. What did you say, Wombat? Hello, everyone. I know you wanted to see Koala, but he's over there. Okay, Wombat. Say hello to everyone. Hello, everyone. Alright, let's get into the show. Michael, and this is Cyborg Force. This is a game I was a beta tester on, and it is fantastically programmed. It has GPU PVR rendering, not software 2D frame bar for referencing. It's full GP hardware accelerated rendering, and this game is excellently programmed with direct sound, and this echoes games of old. It is rock hard. I'm using a cheat on this to show you a few different areas. This is the beta from September 16. So let's get into the game. You got many characters. And there's strategic value to the game because different weapons you have to use at different times in the game to help you with bosses and areas and things like that. So you got to put some thought into it and patterns, but it's a wonderful representation of like a Neo Geo arcade game that never was, now a brand new ground up game. This is not Elimination, this is a native port to Dreamcast. And let's sit back here and watch the fluidity and how beautifully it runs. Now, if there is any jerk in this capture or any stutter, that is not how the game is on hardware. This is just my capture setup. At least I'm trying to do 60 frames a second for the Homebrew show with my new graphics card. Thank you all patrons for sticking with me. So some of my favorite games were like this game, like Turrican and Contra. And this has such a great style, music, and humor and atmosphere. It's super smooth, multi-layer scrolling. And there is platforming. It's not just like a flat surface like it was a open war game or something. So I do have a cheat on here that I can't be injured, so that's the only reason I'm making it through all these bits. We got several different weapons and grenades. I love how when you blow up the things, everything blows apart in a lovely physics-like way. Right, we'll put that on hold. So we're back. This also has level bosses. It was wonderful to work with Aussie again and to help things out. This is the September better, so this is not final. I'm just showing you representation at the time that I was doing this testing here, and I did see it for the first time ever working on a real Dreamcast. See a lovely multi-letter scrolling. Thank you to all my patrons for sticking with me. I haven't been well, and then I am well. But I'm always working on something behind the scenes. And you really do have to be strategic about certain weapons in certain areas, and I like that. Of course, you got big level end bosses, they get harder as it goes on. I must stress, this is not some SDL 2D frame buffer thing. This is full on OpenGL, GLDC hardware rendering. I also wrote a GD-ROM benchmark tool, which is you'll see coming along in the show, and I did testing, and we were able to knock off 10 seconds loading time at the start of the game, which I think was pretty cool. So you'll be able to watch that about the GD-ROM benchmark tool I wrote. It's also mil-CD and CDR. As you can see here, there's also platforming sections. It's your first real look at the game. Of course, it's in the style of a real Neo Geo arcade game. It's also running on other systems, but the Dreamcast version is fantastic. So you should pre-order or go over to the website,
Area clear,
because I have put in the description the website and the trailer that they have. Well, this has been something new that you didn't know I was working with or doing. So let's get on with the rest of the show. We'll see something old. What do you think, Koala? Yeah, let's see some of your old shit, man. My old shit, Koala? Oh, yeah. Let's see some of it. Alright, let's go. Ah, we're looking at something old. So, this was a game that I ported, and it was a normal, I reprogrammed it and ported, added some new features. This was a game that was going to be for a Ghost and Ghouls collection, and we had a number of games that were all put together. Well, it never ended up being, but anyway, this is was put out by Greg Kennedy, and on his website he even talks about how happy he was when he finally seen his game with new graphics and some new features and music and sound effects, and it was running on the Dreamcast, and it made him very happy. So if you're watching this, Greg, cheers, mate. Alright, so we're looking at something old. And this is old, 2003, 2004. So let's play. Alright, so we're going to have both. Reprogram, repurpose. Here we go. Graphics are by Vampirix, which is a good dear friend. Miss you, mate. We used to do a lot of things like this graphic work. Alright. Oh good. This is what I wanted. Boom! Alright. Let's look at something from IMR technology from a long time ago. On to the next thing. I think this is going to classify as play again on this week, month, and we're going to move along to chatting with Koala. Alright.
This is what I like to come to. This is it. What a place. What a place. Yes. Oh yes, this is it. This is what I come to. This is how I feel great. Yep. Stop it. Okay, today we're going to do a bit of urban foraging, and we're in the Audi car park. Now let's see if we can identify some of the plants here. And if you're not 100% sure what you're eating, you shouldn't eat it. And the plants I'm going to be taking here, I'm 100% sure I know what they are, you see. So let's go down and have a look at this here. And you see here, this is common white clover. It's edible, but, you know, not much point to it. And over here, we can see 3 o'clock and 3-leaved clover. And, oh, here's some more clover here. And clover is really good for menopause and stuff like that. Not that I need that. And there's another clover flower there. You can boil them up and eat them. Right? Okay, we're looking along. Looking along. What else could we forage here in this car park? You know, on this verge here. Well, it's not looking very good, is it? Well, let's go right down here. Ah, there we go. We've got chickweed. That's chickweed. It's a leafy green vegetable. That's edible. That's chickweed. Okay, I'm going along. And we've got some more clover here. Yes, more clover. Right there. Okay. Well, doesn't look like there's much here. Alright. we'll move on.
Hello. This is the part of the show that is about comment positivity, and this is some of the comments that made me smile or felt good about what I do for Dreamcast. So let's look here. And of course, I'm not going to be good at saying everyone's names, but here we go. So Alex here says, "Hey Ian, started tinkering with this little tool set of yours last night. Absolutely love it. Stupid question, can I use Photoshop to change the menu graphics, or will that cause any problems? Also, would changing music cause any photo issues?" And that was a really good thing, because that was the whole point of the auto porter, is to create your own. And easy, not too hard. You can change all the graphics, you can change the music. There's the Sega Guru. Hell to the yes. The legend delivers once again. He always makes me laugh. His comments. Thank you, Al. This was a really nice comment. I enjoyed. Felipe is like, "You genius man, I finally got to play Greatest Heavyweights, my wife's favorite game from her childhood. You made our Saturday night." Now let's just take a little bit of time to think about that. That something I did impacted a husband and wife, and they were able to enjoy nostalgia on the Dreamcast. Fantastic comment. You can really affect the motivation, and you can really affect people with your comments and positivity. So thank you fellow. And Jay says, "Yay, Mr. Koala." Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Jay. I have a pretty good bunch of community on my channel, and for the show here you can see it says Tommy Murphy, "Wow, amazing job as always, buddy." Thank you, Tommy. Black Sunshine says here, hearing the Keeping the Dream Alive intro brings a tear to my eye every time I hear that intro. Mine as well. Ultra Pro's gaming channel says, "I need to get this and start making some Mega Drive ROM discs for my DC. There's a handful of bangers I want to try and do myself, such as X-Men 2 Clone Wars, Mega Turricane, Alien Soldier, and a couple others I can think of." Well, I'd love to see them. there Jay's already made Weapon Lord, Mortal Kombat 1 and 2, and Earthworm Jim. Fantastic. That's really good. I won't be reading all the comments, but this is just a little section where you can see me reacting live to the comments that I found really amusing or affected me in a positive way. Trevor Stroke says, this video is hilarious. Expert use of the koala here. Great work all round. Thanks, mate. Bro, link please. Link bro. Link bro. That always makes me smile, that one. Magnus RC, great guy. He's loving this. Thank you, Magnus. I also love your channel, mate. Thank you. And the Retro Games Room is one of the reasons why I did the Genesis Auto Porter. It just makes it easy for the average person to put any Genesis game on the Dreamcast and customize it and make it look like something that could have been sold. Also good for your homebrew if you're a Genesis developer, so that you can expand your reach. You can provide the digital download CDI of your Mega Drive Genesis game, and people on Dreamcast can also enjoy it. And of course, I mean, you could sell it as well. Captain Dwayne Hicks, you smashed the smashback indeed with this loader. Well, yes, but that's not that hard to do. That thing's an abomination. Mad Dog, long-time supporter of the channel and patron, absolute legend. These single game booths will look great in the future carousel on the Dreamcast Media Center front end. Yeah, they will. Thank you, Mad Dog. You're a legend, mate. Quirty, Horn 69. Thank you, Ian, and thank you, Koala. Looking forward to using it for all those translated ROMs and hacks. Yeah, me too. Manaka Sonic, very good in education. Thank you. I put time and effort into it. Laura 56k, nice hair and Elise, new nickname, Dreamcast Jesus. Yeah, well, my hair's, it's there. Yeah. But, whoa, wait till the camera goes. Okay, so I got my hair out now. Alright. So, Big E, and nice job, bro. Thank you very much. Yeah, Karmas DC, long-time supporter. Always enjoy watching his channel as well. So we'll wrap it up here for comment positivity. Went a little bit overboard, but let's get on to the other section of the Homebrew Show. What do you want to say, Koala? What are you saying, Koala? Oh, Ian. Alright, I think you waffled on a bit too much about comments. Well, I agree, but I mean, I just wanted to show respect to the people that comment to me, and I do read and look at every comment. Like Lachlan here. Respect for your work for the Dreamcast scene, man. Thank you. Thank you for bothering to put a comment of positivity on my channel. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Where are we going? Hi, welcome to the dev section, and this all started because of Dream ROQ. Now I upported it from Old Kosh or Callistos to the new Callistos 2.0, and what I found is that depending on how you burn the CD, the video had run fine or it didn't. It skipped and carried on, and I was like, why is this the same file and the same code, but I'm getting different results each time I send it? Because I was using different CDRs that I'd burn with an ROQ on it. So that led me to, let's have a look at why this is the matter. And so I thought, I'm going to need to develop a benchmark CD-ROM, GD-ROM tool. I was like, okay, so how do I do this? So I started, and I wanted to make it pretty, you know, I wanted to have, you know, it pick up the texture on the disc, tell you what game it is, and then benchmark it. Well, one of the issues with that was it would benchmark, of course, but it would put it out to the console, and the average user wouldn't be able to use it because you'd need a BBA. Here's the start of it here, and we'll go over it. So I thought, okay, a spinning CDR would be good, and as you can see there, and that was the start of it. I just thought I'll get the graphics working first while it's benchmarking, and that looked okay, but then I had all these problems with perspective, and it drove me mad. It was about a week, and I thought, well, you know, I can't get the matrices to function, and it's not rendering the perspective correct. Then I got it, as you can see there, and you can see there now I've got the bottom rotation and the top rotation, and this is the progression of making the GD-ROM, CD-ROM, mil-CD bench tool. And so I was happy with that. Of course, there's file reading and benchmarking. So then I got to this stage here where I've got independent rendering. So I've got the bottom moving at a different speed to the top, and here was getting very much close. That's picking up the texture off the disc, kind of like the Utopia boot disc. And then I got to this where I'm actually showing the rendering speed rendering. It's in the background there. There we go. So it's showing you the speed of each file on the disk, not the total disk. And you can see some files on the disk are actually hitting GD-ROM speed. That was a complete revelation to me, that files with different names placed on the disk are different speed. Now I know a lot of people and hackers from the past knew about this, but I did not. So you can't just dummy a disk and think that that's going to work, because it doesn't. So as you can see here, the speed of the files, kilobytes a second, we can see that it varies quite a lot.
To make it so that the text rolls up.
I'll Ian from the past talk about this here.
There we go. CDR benchmark complete.
just to butt in with the the overlay or the voiceover,
One thing is,
the benchmark would be complete, but of course that couldn't save, so you wouldn't know it. So I had to develop VMU saving, so to save the benchmark. But Glistos, there is a bug, and printf can't be redirected to anything. So as you can see in the background, this is it reading from the VMU after the benchmark is complete. So it saves the benchmark, and now I'm making it pretty with a PVR background, and of course scrolling so you can see each file where you want to place it and name it. Z is the fastest file name, and you can see that. You can see the actual speed of the files following the alphabetized order. So here I am making the PVR text file reader more pretty. We've got multiple layer and vertex dynamic coloring going on, and I also have, as you see there, a down arrow. But with this you can scroll up and down and read any text file, and it'll pick it up from the VMU. Now this PVR text file viewer is going to be used in a lot of other projects coming up, because you can read entire manuals, entire books, anything like that. And so I'm making that pretty. So you can see the colors changing. So the point to this was when after you've done your benchmark, it saves to VMU. You go to the tool menu and you can read whatever the benchmark was on your VMU. And here it is after a benchmark, and you can see I'm scrolling up and down. And I'll show you the speed of each file on the disk. You can see there's quite a disparity. This was showing, I was doing vertex warping, so I'm doing like 4 layers of trans, and you see the IMR moving and the other ones, and the background is actually clamped to a position, but it can move across the screen and change color at the same time. So this is all for the tool menu that I was developing, because the benchmark for reading off the VMU and the benchmark are 2 different programs, and they are booted by the tool menu. So the tool menu had to be pretty. And here's me just playing with effects and trying to come up with new PVR effects. Yep. And here's one that no one's seen before. This is using the BIOS font, and I'm creating rain. And all this code will be up on my GitHub when the tool is being released. This was in development for at least 2 months. Now this I call the Enter the Aliens heart. All the aliens, you know, because you can see a big blood vessel pumping and changing color and movement. And I was just having some fun at this stage creating a tool menu which would not look flat and static. There you go. It was kind of cool. I can also, of course, use this later on. Now I'm creating rotation, and of course changing the color of the rotation of the transparent object while the background is clamped and moves with a sine wave. Now, all this is just showing you the progression of the tool. I had done the benchmark reading code, and I've done the VMU. Now I call this the tries are coming down on you. little triangles, and they're all moving at different rates and the different sizes, while the alien pumps and the other thing moves behind. And this was just me blowing off steam, having a bit of fun. Now we get to the selection menu, and it's pretty ugly at the start, but it was actually quite hard to figure out how in a 3D space to get the menu to select the two icons. I moved on from there, and now I've got the icons with the transparent bar and the moving background with selection. I started to develop it so that it had sound as well. And here we end on the end, where we've got animated icons and transparent layer mesh, and the name changes color as well, the name of the tool, along with the rotational background, and the other layer actually changes and blurs along with it, and color as well. So that was the end of the tool. So now you can benchmark and then read back your logs. So when you boot up, you'll be able to benchmark all your old CDRs to see if they are actually optimum. And we'll go into later other episode on how you order and make your files optimal for a CDR. And this tool has helped already an indie developer. Alright, so Michael, we're going to chat to Koala. There. Going to chat to Koala and Wombat. So, Koala, have you heard all these jokes and puns that are coming out? I mean, they all make out you're a bear. You're not a bear. Listen to some of these. And I hope these jokes you're going to tell are bearable. Come on, Wombat, spit it out. Why isn't there any Wombat jokes? Well, there might be, but let's have a listen to these. What is a koala's favourite soft drink? Koala, of course. What is that? What is that? Another one, number 14. I tried to keep a koala in my house, but the smell was just unbearable. See? You knew it. How do you know when a baby koala bear is happy? You see them jump for Joey. What does that even mean? What is a koala bear's favourite line in the movie, The Sixth Sense? I see dead people. What is koala bear's favourite mixed drink? A pina koala. Did you hear about the koala bear in the church choir? Yeah. They say he sings baritone. Oh, this is shocking. Especially Ian, when I'm not even a bear. I'm a marsupial. Why don't koalas like fast food? I don't know, Ian. Why don't koalas like fast food? Because it's too hard for them to catch. Yeah. Yeah, these are awful. Really awful. Yeah, I think we've had enough of those, Ian. I mean, the majority of these puns do not work because koalas are not bears. They're marsupials. Anyway. So you got anything else you want to talk about, Koala? Yeah, and I think, you're up to a shaky start with your Homebrew show. I know you put a lot of effort and work into it, but, it's a bit of a shaky start, I think. He's doing the best he can. Right. Okay, guys. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up there. Yep, wrap it up there. And things can only get better, right? I hope. Alright. See you in the next episode of the IMR Dreamcast Homebrew Show.